Alright, so I wasn't gonna do this. I actually wasn't gonna do this review. I was gonna wait until the episodes came out on their own here in the US. As you guys know, episodes 4 through 6 episodes 4 through 6 got leaked, and now they're kind of all over the internet, and yeah. I did say earlier that I wasn't going to do episode reviews until they came out here in the US, but it looks like no one really cares about that, so yeah, I decided I'll just watch the episodes and then watch them on TV, and I really hope you guys as well watch the episodes when they come out, as an official release here in the US to, to help, as always, help ratings with the show. So, yeah, but if you have abstained from watching the episodes, first off, I congratulate you. Secondly, from here on out, this will be a lot of spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled on anything from the next 3 episodes that have been leaked, please back out now. So I'll give you time to either pause or put it on the watch later, or, hit the back button, whatever. Here we go. Okay, so I'm guessing if you're still here, that means you've seen the episodes, or you just don't care and want to see me rant. Well, not rant, but review. There's the better word. We start off with the episode Barnmates, and yeah, the episode pretty much starts off with Steven quintessentially trying to be the middleman between Lapis and Peridot, who Lapis is pretty still pissed off about being, being sent back to Earth by Peridot, and also being interrogated by her during before the arrival to Earth. And Peridot, this is what's really cool about Peridot, is that, in the time we've seen her, we see that she wants to change. She clearly does want to change, and I like that. I really dig how, she's gone from this, she started, I love how constantly in this show, she started out as, like, quintessentially, almost like we all thought she would be, like, the Shockwave of this universe. Like, she would be this universe's equivalent to Shockwave from Transformers. And now she's gone to, like, a lovable version of Zim. She's gone from that much. Like, at first we were all terrified of her, and now we're all like, you're awesome. And it clearly shows here with Peridot trying to warm up to Lazuli, but Lazuli has literally become, when I realize what they're now doing with the character, because Lazuli has she's clearly upset by everything, and she's kind of traumatized, and it's left her, as I've thought, kind of sullen and very aggressive. And then I realized, throughout this episode, oh my god, Lapis has become a tsundere! Oh god. Yeah, so she's pretty much become a... this also, if you shipped Lapidot, I enjoy the pairing as well. This whole episode can be summed up as Lapidotting intensifies. But yeah, this episode was very nice. It's cool to see that we are going to get gems. It looks like, by the end of this episode, Lapis and Peridot are going to be, just hanging out together now in this barn. We also see that, what was I going to say, getting back to this episode of Barnmates, I think it was a really cool story to see Peridot being the one who's trying to befriend, make the effort to befriend Lapis throughout the entire thing, and Lapis is just not having it because, she's been pretty traumatized. Even when Peridot tries to make, a little pool out of the hole they dug for the cluster, she's like, no, me and Water are taking a break. And I'm like, when did you go, hipster, Lapis? We also have, we have some great moments in here between Lapis and Peridot that, respectively, it's really nice to see these two kind of characters are now being forced to live together. I want to see more of them interact, more of them just hanging out, and I bet you that if Jasper does become, a member of the Crystal Gems, and she lives out there with Lapis and Peridot, One, it's not going to be fun, but also, well, actually, it's not going to be fun for a little bit for either of them. But I quintessentially imagine that all three of them would be arguing constantly at the barn. Like they would they would be like how they would be like how Pearl, Amethyst, and Garnet were throughout season 1 and some of season 2, and that's what they would be like all over again with Lapis, Jasper, and Lapis, Jasper, and Peridot. That's how they would be. If they lived together in that barn, they would just be season 1 Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl all over again. Oh man. Anyway, but the episode ends as like it ends kind of like how Same Old World did, where it feels like a continuation. And I really did dig the story, and we also get to see how powerful Lazuli is. But yeah, the gems show up, and we find out that this probe that was chasing Peridot, thinking that it was after her, we find out, oh god, it's a thing full of rubies. I love the rubies, by the way. They're all, right off the bat, you clearly see that these rubies are not exactly the smartest, the smartest gems we've ever seen. That's putting it mildly. Guys, these guys are, seriously, it's almost like looking at 5 different emotions put together. But, dear God, are they dumb. They are dumb. Like, I think I've seen characters that are stupid be smarter than these 5. But yeah, we also get a surprise of seeing Garnet defuse willingly. Yeah, she willingly defuses. That's a first for that. And what was I gonna say with this episode? We get to see. We get to see that the gems really do care about Peridot, and I love the word. I love when when Garnet says, "Even Claude's like you used my word." I was like, oh, that's cute. Oh, going back real quick, there's something I want to bring up in Barnmates real quick. There's a part in Barnmates I really want to bring up because it reminded me so much of something. There's a scene where Peridot's trying to get Lapis's attention, and she literally goes, "Lapis, hey, Lapis, Lapis, hey," and I was like, if that wasn't a callback to Invader Zim, I don't know what is. I'm really hoping now someone makes a like a little fan art comic of that scene, but it goes on for and Lapis just looks down and goes, "I was waiting for you to stop, but it's been 3 hours now." Yeah. Anyway, getting back to this episode. The next episode, Hit the Diamond, which we all thought, oh my god, it's Yellow Diamond, she's back, and Steven's gonna hit her and shit. No, they're just hitting a different diamond. The baseball diamond. So yeah, I love how the only thing they have to distract them from getting to Peridot is playing a baseball game, and the rubies are like, yeah, okay, we'll do this. And yeah, they convince them that they're all humans. I also love Lapis when they all look at her and go, they all go, "Lapis, you want to help?" And Lapis is just like, "This plan sucks." And I was like, "Yep, you're Sundre." I also love just Lapis's apathy in this entire episode. I just love the total amount of apathy she is giving off throughout this entire story. And also, it's nice to see these trio of almost like slice of life episodes in a pseudo kind of way, because we all, after the whole cluster thing, it's nice to kind of go to have that kind of fun story element as well as the, more Crystal Gem stuff. But we also get to see, some more, what Steven Universe is also all about, especially in the next episode, which I'll get to. Speaking of Hit the Diamond, getting back to that, oh my god, our Ruby and Sapphire fucking adorable. I was like, oh my god. Every scene they had, like even the moment when Sapphire poses as Sophie in in the costume in this costume, and I was like, first off, that's going to be cosplayed the hell out of. I also love Ruby's. I love Ruby's expression when she sees that costume and she sees her, she sees Sapphire giggle. She's like, "Oh my god, I am going to fuse with that so hard." And I just love the cute flirting between them, and even Lapis is like, yeah, they're flirting, and I love it, because that's what's hurting the game, because they don't, even though they're fused and, quintessentially they're always together, they don't get to look at each other. So it's actually kind of nice to see them, be like a couple. It's kind of cute. It's really adorable. Anyway, so, going back to the Rubies. The Rubies, god damn are they stupid. I mean, wow. They also kind of reminded me in a weird way. It almost felt like the 5 different emotion things, but it also reminded me of the Combaticons, of how the Combaticons were all very aggressive, but they all have different personalities. I mean, all the Combinders have that, but I feel like that really embodied with the Combaticons the most. And yeah, it almost felt like when they fused into the one giant ruby at the end, I was literally like, Combaticons, merge into Bruticus! Oh, man. Also, I love how... I can't wait for them when they go to Neptune and realize, hey, there's no gem here. But anyway, we also discovered that they're not after Peridot, even though Peridot quintessentially offers herself, why is that word so escaping me? Offers herself to be taken, and they're like, we're looking for Jasper, not you, she was in charge. And I love that. And throughout the, barnmates in this episode, all Peridot thought was that she was like some rebel who defied, who yelled at Yellow Diamond, and now she thinks she's a big deal, even though that's a bad thing. But no, they're looking for Jasper. My question is, why are they looking for Jasper? The best theory I have right now is that, the reason why they're looking for Jasper is because she was in charge of the mission went south, so she's gonna get her ass punished for, shit that happened that was out of her control. Quintessentially like the Galactic Empire, I can just imagine Yellow Diamond force choking Jasper now. So that's how I kind of see it. Maybe they have another reason behind it, but yeah, for right now, that's all I can think of, that they want to, take Jasper away to punish her, for failing the mission, for quintessentially, you were in charge, everything went south, so first rule of leadership, everything is your fault. So that's the best I got right now, but there could be other reasons of why they want to look for Jasper. So after all that, we finally get back to Beach City in Steven Floats. And I was like, oh my god, finally we're back in Beach City. As much as I love the cluster arc and the whole thing at the barn, I do love seeing that we've gone back to Beach City. We've been gone for almost like months. We've been gone for a while. And it's nice to see them come back, and everyone's like, oh, hey, Steven. They just don't even care, like, oh my god, where have you been? It's more like, oh, hey, Steven, you've been gone for a while. And everyone just accepts that, he was saved the world from the apocalypse. But yeah, this does go back to the more so, this also goes back to the more slice-of-life story than, even more so than the first 2 episodes in the leaked 3 episodes. And in it, we see, it's nice to see Sadie again. It was nice to see some other characters mentioned. And this is also by far one of the funniest episodes. The story of this episode is more or less that Steven learns a new ability. That whenever he jumps, he just comes back to Earth. He can jump really high now and slowly come back to the ground. Trouble is, he went a little too high, and now he's slowly falling down. God, there's some great moments in this episode, like when Amethyst discovers Steven in midair. She's like, "Oh, Steven, oh yeah, he can fly." Wait, that's Lapis. There's also another great scene where Garnet tries to look for a cell phone. She jumps off screen, and you hear a window smash, and she comes back and she's like, "Where'd you get that cell phone?" "It doesn't matter." And it says Covey on Steven's phone. Oh my god, there were just some great moments in here. I also love the moment where Steven has this realization of his powers. I love that moment where he has that realization when he finds out his powers are controlled by his emotions. And he goes, oh, that's right, my powers are controlled by my emotions, just like every other stupid thing! Why didn't I realize this before? Yeah. I also love how it was his, his love for the crystal gems that helped him, get back down to Earth. And I'm kind of surprised it wasn't Connie, although I'm pretty sure Connie would be the next one right after that. But anyway, it was nice to see a nice slice of life episode. I did enjoy the jokes in that one. But there wasn't really much else to talk about other than now I guess Steven can, to quote that really bad episode in Samurai Jack, he jumps good. Oh, man. All in all, I really like these episodes. I really did enjoy these episodes quite a lot. And, yeah, I'm really excited to see where the show's going to go now after this. So, yeah. I'm betting the next arc, we're going to see more in this season, the story arc following, the search for Jasper, where she's been, as well as, what was I going to say? As well as more Homeworld stuff. Like, we're going to see more of Homeworld stuff. I also really dread when the rubies go back to, when the rubies go back to Earth, excuse me, not Earth, Homeworld, and just report to Yellow Diamond on the site, first off, the sighting of these weird humans, and then, first off, she'd be like, well, we couldn't find Jasper. Where was she? We looked all over Neptune. Neptune? Yeah, these weird colored humans with weird gems on their heads. Yeah, it was really weird. Yeah, it was just, wow. And then I just imagine in her mind, Yellow Diamond almost having an aneurysm over the amount of stupidity she just heard, and be like, so let me get this straight. You went to Earth, found the crystal gems, our enemies, right? And one of them called me a clod. Okay, am I understand? Okay, I understand. And then they told you to go to Neptune, even though I exactly told them not to. I can't even describe the amount of rage I am feeling right now. Get out of my sight before I kill you! Yeah, probably a lot more shouting, though. Anyway, so that's really all I have to say about these episodes. Really fun. It's nice to see, now we have Lapis and Peridot. Although we probably will, we'll probably get episodes around them, but they'll mostly be hanging out the barn, and I'm pretty sure if we get a redemption arc for Jasper, she'll be hanging out there as well, and I can't wait, and I'd love to see them just live together, like trying to live together. That would be hysterical. Anyway, so you guys tell me, what did you guys think of these 3 episodes? Did you guys like them? Did you guys hate them? Just comment below, let me know. And also, when these episodes arrive in America, don't skip them over saying, "Oh, I already saw them on the internet." Let's give them official. Let's support the official release. I gave into a moment of weakness. I pretty much gave into a moment of weakness. So hopefully that won't happen again. I know it's going to happen again. What else would I want to say? Yeah, so let's keep the show going. If we want to get more episodes, we gotta have more views. So, yeah. Anyway, so once again, hope you all enjoyed this. I know I said I wasn't gonna do these episode reviews, but I just couldn't help myself, guys. I really just couldn't help myself, and I know a lot of you guys couldn't help yourselves either. So, yeah. Anyway, once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.